by the numbers. When you really don't understand money, you do a lot of stupid shit. And one of the main things you do when you don't understand money is that you base your businesses off of things that really are not worth basing your business off of. So let me give you an example. I'm going to use Reach Folk for you because I'm always talking Reach Folk because that's what I'm on. So Reach Folk is supposed to be kind of a black social app. More than a directory, more than what other people are trying to put out. But the problem that most people who put out a directory are not realizing is you can't ask black people just to support black people. It's just not happening. It's not something that we're at this moment in time. Okay? So it's stupid to have that as an angle because you're looking for that percentage of people, of the black people of the United States that are going to say, I'm going to buy black. I'm going to do this black. And every year this shit comes up and they get more and more disappointed, right? Because it takes a certain kind of person that wants to buy black, someone more Afrocentric, someone who understands the reasoning why we should purchase something black, right? That's not everybody. You understand what I'm saying? And if we were doing regular fucking marketing by the numbers, we would know that that's not a big enough percentage to turn shit into something. So again, using Reach Folk, using my own logic, I can't give you just a black directory and say, isn't it cool that we know where everybody is and that we can, no, that you can go buy black whenever you want. Isn't it cool? Then I might start some campaign that says buying black helps ourselves. And it helps to defeat the devil and the white man. And I can give you all them reasons. And it's still going to be the same percentages of brothers and sisters who go and buy the shit. Let me give you another example by the numbers. Okay, this is a bigger one. In the United States of America, the number of black people who are college educated is only about 18%. Okay? Out of that 18%, probably only, I think around 11% have a 4-year degree or more. Okay, so the other 7% was just 2 years, somebody who just went to college. Right? So that means that you are going to base your business, okay, listen to me, off of getting this 11%. There's 40 million black people. That means there's 4 million you're going after, right? And guess what you're leaving out? 36 million. So if I was in business using my goddamn brain as a black man of who I should try to go into business with, it shouldn't be the talented 10th. Do you understand? Not only are you going into the talented 10th, but they feel as being more college educated that sometimes they don't want to associate with black things. You call them bougie, right? That's exactly what it is, right? It's not enough. I want a higher level of blackness. They're only 10% of the population at best of the black people we know. 1 out of 10. So if I was McDonald's, okay, let's use regular examples. If I was McDonald's, do you think I would make a bougie ass fucking commercial? Or would I make a commercial that looked like people on the street having fun, dancing, eating McDonald's? Of course, young brother, you would use your brain. The same brain that the white man uses to make you understand how you should market your things. Now, the reason I bring this up to you is because I had this conversation with my nephew. He's in college, and we always talk about money. We talk about marketing. We talk about angles and how we're going to approach the game. And I told him, I said, Walmart is $1 billion company. Where the hell are they? They're in poor neighborhoods. Why are no black businesses ever really heavily in poor neighborhoods? Why aren't we dominating our own so-called ghettos and our own so-called hoods? And he said, why? And I said, because you're learning why. What did you learn in school? They told you as a black man that you're going to go out into the world and that your black products are going to compete with everyone else trying to go after this percentage, not only of black people, but just say in the country worldwide, let's say it's 20% of all Americans are college educated, right? Over 4 years. That means you're leaving out 80% of like 400 million fucking people. Do you understand how stupid this shit is? All for the sake of what they taught you, which is smart people go and do this. Smart people try to market they're trying to market to the middle class. They're trying to market to the upper class. I remember when I first came to Atlanta a long time ago, and I was like, man, I'm gonna open up a business around here. One girl was sitting here and she was like, well, you know, I think you should go and put it in Buckhead. I said, what the fuck am I putting in Buckhead? I don't need Buckhead. I said, the white man dollar is the same as a black man's dollar down here, right? I mean, it's more black people. Well, you know, Freeman, I think you should just think about it. You know, I said, why? Because it would be more prestigious. I said, to serve a white man a goddamn chicken and waffles is more prestigious than giving black people chicken and waffles. When there's like 10 times more black people walking around. So I want you to understand the logic. I want you to see the numbers behind this shit. Because if we pure to the game, homie, we can't be doing this bullshit. If we pure to these chips, homie, you can't be having these bullshit ideas. That this talented 10th, so-called intelligent, brainwashed, they can't make businesses, young brother. Why can't they make businesses? Because their fucking thought process is stupid. It will never work, young brother. It was never meant to work. It is self-defeating. So if you were a man who was intelligent brother, a black man, and you knew that 90% of the people you see are not being marketed to, are not being catered to, are not being given products, why in the hell would you listen to this fag motherfucker talking about that you don't want to be dealing with the ghetto? You don't want to be doing any business in the hood. You don't want to be doing any kind of businesses. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers telling you what the white man doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to go into the black ghettos. But you as a black man, you can every fucking day. Right? And you know it's underserved. You go to a certain place in Chicago and they walk in 10 miles to go to the supermarket. Well, you know black people don't support the supermarket. Stop making big ass supermarkets, motherfucker. Just make dairies and corner stores. Make it convenient. Do you understand what a convenience store is? Use your motherfucking brain, man. You know why there's a liquor store in every corner? Because it's a very good size for the neighborhood. And when they need big shit, they go to the supermarket to get big shit. Use your brain, motherfucker. God damn. So when you have this mentality that's been forced upon you by your so-called education, that you're unable to see goddamn basic logic in the world, that you can't go down the goddamn street and see that there's 80%, 90% of black people being underserved with just basic shit, toilet paper. You understand what I mean? With basic shit, they going further and further just for their essentials. And you tell everybody, you know, I don't want to be in the hood. Motherfucker, if you that scared, man, just open up when the sun come up and close when the sun go down, man. Put up a bulletproof glass like they do in the hood, homie. Nobody want to get shot, nigga. Nobody want to have that kind of problem. But don't listen to these bougie motherfuckers. Don't listen to these educated motherfuckers. This is why they can't win. Name somebody who really bougie that made a whole bunch of money that's black. Go ahead and name them. Or did they come from the bottom? Or do they have a story of struggle? And even if they were bougie, didn't they have a story of struggle? Didn't they say it was just me and a couple of my friends and we just started sewing up jeans and shit? Didn't they say that? Right? Why? Where is this middle class that you're talking about that you want to listen to so goddamn much? Where are these educated people? And then ask yourself, where are they getting their numbers from? Who are they talking to? So they're taking white man's logic, bringing it to a black point of view. And then they wonder why they lose. And then they say, I'm just not in business. And then them dumb motherfuckers come along and tell you how to be better in business. You know, I heard, Freeman, that you need to, you know, have an accountant and you need to have a team. And then all the poor people say, you know, Freeman, we need to have a team. I said, who said that to you? Who the fuck told you that? What white man told you that? No, it wasn't the white man. I was reading it and his brother was, what white man told him that? That shit don't make sense for the angle in which we go about building ourselves. It don't make sense, right? It's something that you need to know. Stick to the goddamn numbers, even when it comes to our race. You don't have to be special. You don't have to do anything. It's Freeman just want us to sell to black people. Look, let me explain something to you so you know. We have a great opportunity to be billionaires off of just black people. It was done with Master P selling goddamn records, if you fuckers didn't understand that. Right? When he first came out, it wasn't a whole bunch of white people buying his records. It was a whole bunch of black people buying his records. Right? And then the powers that be, and I'm talking about the white powers that be, they came along and they jump into the same game and they try to whitewash the shit. Right? But we can operate with so many businesses, brother, in the hoods and the areas we know. If you would stop being a goddamn coward and you would understand that this is where the opportunity is. Because if you were strictly trying to make money, pure hustlers to this game, you understand what I mean? Real chip chasers, homie. I ain't talking about no bullshit. There is an opportunity right down the street for you to go sell goddamn chicken and waffles. There's an opportunity down the street for you to open up a laundromat. You don't have to keep that shit open. Well, Freeman, I don't want to. No, you know, you've been in the hood, homie. You know everybody ain't no killer. I always tell people, man, if Compton was as bad as you thought it was, motherfucker, they would have to declare martial law. But if you come to Compton in the morning, motherfuckers getting up, taking their kids to school, it ain't that damn bad. You understand what I mean? Because you come by, the grass is cut, it ain't that bad. The grand majority of people are going to work every day. If it wasn't, Compton would be a big ass foreclosure city. Right? Because people will lose their fucking houses. Use your goddamn brain. And if you can't use your brain, run the shit through the regular numbers that you would do as a man, as a person trying to make money. Right? So if I see a Mexican neighborhood, all Mexicans don't fuck with black people. You know what I'm saying? And then some bitch gonna say that. And then Mexicans, you know, they have big families. And Mexicans, they do this. And I'm sitting here like, but you know what, man? Per square block, man, there might be 40 of them dudes over there, man. You know what I'm saying? And if I just find one thing, Mexicans gotta wash their clothes, homie. I ain't trying to make none of their foods, homie. I ain't trying to take their culture. I ain't no culture vulture to the game, homie. I ain't trying to do nothing like that. But they gotta wash their clothes. And guess what? They probably would like a 7-Eleven and a corner store. And guess what, homie? They would like something else. You know what I'm saying? Whatever needs to be done. A goddamn Jiffy Lube, a place to change their oil. You understand what I mean? They got cars, homie. Right? They need clothes for their daughters. Maybe I'll get a discount clothing store. You understand? They need all the same shit we do. It's party time. It's almost Halloween. Motherfuckers need something for Halloween. They throw quinceañeras and they throw parties and shit. What do they do at their parties? Treat it like a normal opportunity to make money. By the numbers. Stick to your guns. The problem with the majority of black business people and the way you have been taught is that we see this 90% walking down the goddamn street and we say we should go over to somebody else. We should sell to white people. We shouldn't try to give black people tattoos because you know they don't have any money. You know what I'm saying? And you know they don't want to do this. So you will always hear a black man saying a white man's words when it comes to business because it absolutely doesn't make sense. You know why there's a Chinatown? Because the Chinese people made a business amongst themselves. You know why there's a Koreatown? Because the Korean people made a business from themselves, right? They didn't go outside their neighborhood, right? The shit is in Korean when you come there. I don't give a fuck if you ain't Korean. The food is Korean. The words on the goddamn sign are Korean. You don't know it, you know. And I say, yo, you don't know any of their words. You just come in and you understand they don't give a fuck. When you come through, they say, what the fuck is this black dude doing in here, right? And then as they took care of their base, they expanded out. That's why you see Korean places and Chinese foods in different areas, right? Because they expanded and said, well, you know, too much competition in Chinatown for Chinese food. Let me move just a little bit over there where them black people are and see if they want some orange chicken. By the numbers. This is not about race. By the numbers, the opportunity is with us, young brother. And don't you listen to all these other motherfuckers. Because I'm telling you, they are going to put themselves in a position that all they got to do is wake up one day and white people don't like them and they can't make no money. The same way they bitch ass go about their job. Same thing. Why would you build a business where the opportunity for another group just to merely not fucking like you is part of your business idea? Right? Just merely part of it. The same way these bitches get up and go to work every day hoping that this white man I'm going to keep in the good graces of a white man. I'm going to keep in the good graces of these people. Why would you tell your children to go in this direction? Stick to the numbers. Right? So you're going to hear this, what I told you, 10, 11% of the population is college graduates for black people. That it leaves 89% that is not being worked on or trying to build a business in, because these same groups, and I'm not against a bougie ass and a middle class, I'm not against them, homie. I'm just telling you that somebody got to break down, somebody got to rip the skirt off of these bitches, man. Somebody got to let you see them, right? That this ain't nothing new. This is the Wizard of Oz, homie. Pull back the curtain on their ass, homie. It's a little dude with minor ideas who just copy what he thought Somebody else told him. He reads the white man's books and then applies it to a black reality. What are we going to do with this kind of motherfucker? You understand what I'm saying? I want you to understand this. Because by the numbers, if we're hustling, we're hustling. That means where there's an opportunity amongst Koreans, there's an opportunity amongst Koreans. And why would a person who knows the black neighborhood in and out, grew up with it, sat there with your mom, your grandma, your homies, why would you think I need to make a business in the worst possible place? I'm going to go out there with white people and get them to try to overcome their racism for me so we can make $5. Why would you do that? Why is that logical? When I tell you, young brother, that everything they taught us is backwards in comparison to how it's supposed to be for us. So instead, you take your education and you go give it to somebody else instead of you having your education for yourself. When you say that I want to live in a better place, you say I'm gonna go live with the people who historically have raped me, killed me, enslaved me, right? Instead of living with ourselves. When you think about that you want to go to a place that's peaceful, you say, let me surround myself with white people instead of surrounding yourself with your own people, right? When you think of diversity, you think of diversity as 4 white people, your black ass, 1 Mexican, and 1 Chinese dude. And you say that's diversity because it's 4 of them and each of y'all are only 1 and you think that's fair, right? Understand by the numbers of how we make money, homie, this shit don't make sense. You don't have to be racist, homie. You don't have to be prejudiced. You don't have to be bigoted, homie, for you to have common fucking sense. So as we get back to Reach Folk, do you think that I'm going after that goddamn 10%? Do you really think I want those? I'm not saying I'm against them. Come on board, brother. I have something for you too. But do you think that that's the right marketing plan for me? To sit here and try to get 4 million people, right? When I can have 36 million people? Do you think my marketing should be, ooh, you know what? This is where do you think I'm going after that kind of crowd? Right? They're upwardly mobile. But every brother has a smartphone that can download an app. Why the fuck would I pay attention to them? Why would I focus? Oh man, I'm gonna get that 10%. Oh man. And everybody else in this dumbass game because they don't understand chips. I'll put this out to you, man. This is a strategy conversation that we having right now. Strategy podcast that I normally don't have about business. But I share it with you because everything that I share with my nephew, I share on the RNG. I share with whatever conversations we have in order for him to build and understand, right? That we probably can do better opening up 10 chicken and waffles in Memphis than we could trying to play this other shit that these white people got these dumb brainwashed black motherfuckers doing. That we probably could do better opening up 10 child cares in the middle of Compton than we could if we go and buy a goddamn McDonald's from one of these white motherfuckers that ever tell everybody that you should get a franchise and you could be part of something, but we never own it. We probably could do better buying 20 houses in the hood in Cleveland. You understand what I'm saying? Turning them all into Section 8, then going to the downtown and buying all the businesses and setting up everything we need to support those houses. And we could do that for a very cheap price, then going over somewhere and say, you know what, I'm going to build this and I'm going to worry about STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, and I'm going to build this and I'm going to teach people how to code. It's within our grasp, brother. Remember what I told you. Remember these statistics. Remember these numbers, brother. That it's only 11% that graduated from college, right? That means it's 89% who has it. So if you were going into business, let's use Daniel Freeman's logic. Man, it's more money in regular shit than special shit. Ain't it? By the numbers, it's more money in me selling toilet paper than it is for me building a goddamn app. Ain't it? Isn't it more money in me providing them with milk, eggs, cheese, and bread? Shit for their WIC cards, their EBT cards? Don't you think it's more money in that? Yes. By the numbers, young brother. I want you to remember this because what they are teaching you and what you are learning is a white way of life. It does not work for us. It tells the black man to leave his base, and his base is his blackness. It tells you to leave this in the hopes of going out into a world where motherfuckers are prejudiced, don't like you, won't give you a goddamn loan, and you think, oh man, that's the way business is. It's hard on you. It's hard on you because you go into a fucking area that's hostile towards you being black. stick to the numbers. Look at the numbers. That's what I did. So when I tell you this whole podcast, why do I know these? When I started Reach For, I said, let me figure some shit out. Let me see how I'm going to approach these cats. Right? Let me see. Well, you know, Freeman, all you're going to be showing is nothing but barbecue places and soul food places, because that's what a lot of black people eat. But guess who don't like to eat it? That 10% motherfucker that you trying to get their money from. Next time, partner.
Miss?